Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to learn how to do measures of central tendency in Excel. What you may notice is that there may be some speaking over me because the office is preparing for the pep rally right now as you guys are listening to me. So what I'm going to ask you guys to do is take a look at your worksheet. It looks just like this. And what you're going to do is you're going to open Excel. So what you're going to do that is you're going to click on the Start menu down here. Okay, what you're going to do is click All Programs. And then you're going to find Microsoft Office. Once you get into Microsoft Office, you're going to open Microsoft Excel. It's the green one, second one down. And you're going to wait for that to load. Okay, there is a whole bunch of explanation about where we find stuff on here. But what we're going to do is we're going to start entering the data. So you should pause the video at this point and start entering your data. I'm going to enter some different data. I'm going to be entering
first floor innovation citizenship classrooms. Please report to the gymnasium using Tower 5. That's the first floor innovation citizenship classrooms. Please report to the gymnasium using Tower 5. Thank you.
Sorry about that. I'm entering data from your grades from February 29th from all of my math and trades classes. So what I'm doing is I'm just typing in each number and hitting enter so that it drops it down to the next line. So you will have different numbers, remember, but that's because I'm not going to just give you the answers on how to do this. Okay, so now I have all of my information entered. I had 32 different numbers because I have 32 people in my math and trades classes. Okay, so we've done that. We've opened Microsoft Excel and I put the scores as column A starting with A1. And here's the information on how to do it right underneath. Whoops, I'm sliding the whole thing. But then we're going to calculate the following values for the data and store them in the spreadsheet, labeling each value with what it is. And so because we're going to do this in the spreadsheet, what we're going to do is open the spreadsheet back up. And I'm going to scroll up and I'm going to write down each of the things that we're looking for. So A says average. B says median, C says mean. C says mode. So at this point you should pause the video and type in these numbers or these words so that you have them ready to go. Now what you'll notice is I don't like how some of these go into the next box, like this one for example. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold my cursor in between C and D and I'm going to slide it all the way over until it includes everything I want it to include. So it's going past the word values now. So you notice it's big enough. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the cell that I want things to enter to. When I say cell, I mean box. So next to the word average, I want an average. So I'm going to go up top to where it says formulas and click on that. And I am going to do more functions, statistical, and I'm going to click on the word average. Now what I'm going to do next is it gives me this number 1 here. I'm going to highlight all of my numbers that I just typed in. Okay, it automatically shrank this box and dragged into the numbers I wanted. I'm going to click OK, and there's my average. And now I'm going to write that down on my paper. So 40.59375, I'm writing right here. Your number will be different, remember, because you used a different set of numbers here. Okay, then I'm going to go back and I'm going to do the same thing for each of them. I'm going to do my median. So I click on the box next to median. I go to more functions, statistical. I'm going to scroll through until I find median. Notice they're in alphabetical order. Again, I want to highlight all of the information that I just inputted and click OK. There's my median. I'm going to repeat the same process for mode. More functions, statistical, mode. And I'm going to choose, doesn't matter which one. Okay, now remember, pause the video at any point if I'm starting to go too fast for you. Okay, grade that shows up the most often is 0. That doesn't make me too happy. I'm going to repeat the same process for maximum. More functions, statistical, alphabetical order to find max. Highlight all my numbers, and then click OK. Maximum's an 85. I'd like to see higher. Now I'm doing the same thing for minimum. I already know the minimum though. It was the mode. Min. Highlight all my numbers. I hit enter. Okay, sum, we're going to find sum a little bit differently. We're going to click on this box next to sum. We're going to go to auto sum, click on the arrow, and click the word sum. Now it automatically wants to sum something else, so I instead am going to highlight what I want to find the sum of. And then because it's doing the formula right in the box, I need to hit enter, and it puts that in. Count the number of values. Okay, same place, count numbers right under where I found sum. Again, I'm going to need to highlight the data that I'm trying to put in instead of using the other data. 32 numbers, that's perfect because I went down to line 32. Okay, for upper quartile, I'm going to go back to more functions, statistical. I'm going to find quartile. Okay, we're going to choose the second one, quartile inc, meaning inclusive. Okay, I'm going to click on that, but I have to put two pieces in. My array is all of my numbers, so I'm going to highlight that first. Okay, for quart, what I want you to notice is down here. It says it's a number. The minimum is 0, first quartile, median, third quartile, and maximum. Okay, we're looking for the first quartile, or I'm sorry, we're looking for the upper quartile, so we're looking for the third quartile. So I'm going to type in 3 here. It won't work without it, and then click OK. I'm going to repeat the same process for more functions and do quartile 1 this time. Quartile inclusive, highlight all of my numbers. Okay, and this time for quartile, I want the first quartile, and so I'm going to type in 1. Okay. Now range does not have a function in here, and so what I'm going to take is equals. Then I'm going to click on the number for maximum, minus, then I'm going to click on the number for minimum. See how it inserts a formula there, and I hit enter. So my range is now 85. Okay, save your work. Just like it says on here, you type in all your numbers, you write them all down on your paper, and you save your work. You're going to repeat this process again tomorrow, and it's going to count as a quiz, so make sure you are reading all directions. If you have any questions, please ask me, or if it's 5th period, you can also ask Ms. Williamson.